Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a different spot because I just got this for my room and it makes it look a little bit, like cozy and nice, so I thought it would be fun to film here. Also, another note is I'm trying to grow my bangs out because I see my aunt who does hair in August, so I have like a little bit over the month left before I see her, and I cut my hair myself, like my bangs, and I messed them up because I took some hair, like the way it was parted was weird, and I cut hair that wasn't a part of my bangs, if that makes sense. Like it was a little bit off to the side, so it was shorter, but it wasn't like in my bang section, and I ended up cutting the wrong part of my hair, so I have all this like extra hair, like bang length on this side, and it's all messed up. So I'm trying to grow it out so when I see my aunt in August, she can fix it. Anyway, that is not what this video is about. This video is about picking my July TBR. I took inspiration from none other than Sarah Caroli here on YouTube, and I went to my book Instagram. If you don't follow it, I will link it below. It's Shelby Shelves. So I went to my stories, I posted 2 different books side by side, and I colored in the covers and I put emojis kind of to describe that book. So I did 5 books, and I had everyone who follows me on Instagram vote left or right. So we are going to see what books you all picked for me to read this July. So for our first post, we had on the left side a pink heart, a lab coat, and okay, I do not know science things, but it's that emoji where you look through the like lens, the magnifying glass, and it's like you look at cells up close. So that book is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I'm so excited for this one. This is her most recent release, and I eat up Ali Hazelwood's books every single time, so I feel like this will be a lot of fun to read in the summer, something fast-paced. There's a lot of like controversy about this book, like if people like it, they don't like it, so I want to see what my opinion is on it. And then for the right side, we had a werewolf, a blood drop emoji, and then a black heart, and that is Ali Hazelwood's Bride. This book was one of my most anticipated releases for the entire year. When did this come out? Did this come out in February? I think it came out in February, and it's the way that it's July. Why haven't I read this book yet? I was so looking forward to this because it's something new for Ali Hazelwood, and I've loved all of her books, so I wanted to see her take on like this kind of genre. So I'm really excited about this one. So the winner of this poll was actually a tie, so both books got 50%, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to pick for myself, but depending on my mood when it comes to one of these books. So maybe you'll see one of these books in an upcoming video. Our next poll on the left side, we have a puzzle piece, a money bag, and then like a magnifying glass, but I use this as like in the sense of like, ooh, we're sleuthing, you know what I mean? So that was actually The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I recently read The Inheritance Games, and I wanted to pick up the sequel this year and kind of see how this series is going to develop. I really did like The Inheritance Games, but I feel like when it comes to series, they get more interesting as they continue on, and I'm definitely intrigued to see where this goes. As far as what was on the right side, we have a Daisy, a high heel, and money, and that's none other than Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. I wanted to put up 2 sequels like head to head to see which one, like which series I was going to continue. So I'm really excited about Daisy Hates. I don't know how I feel about Magnolia Parks. I gave it a 3-star, and it was one of those books where like it was such a train wreck that I needed to continue reading it, and I'm more so intrigued about Daisy Hates' story, so I'm really excited about this book. So let me see what the results were for this. So Daisy Hates got 48%, and then The Hawthorne Legacy got 52%. So we will be reading The Hawthorne Legacy in July. Next post, we had a clock, a house, and like a tangerine. And for that book, I did the 7-year slip. And my reasoning behind like these emojis was because everyone says there's like a time gap in this book and it takes place in a specific house, and then the main girl's name is Clementine. So is that a Clementine emoji? Can someone tell me in the comments? But this book, I just have seen all the hype for it. I'm anticipating it. Like, I'm anticipating this being a 5-star for me because everyone else I know has given it a 5-star. So I'm like, yeah, same. That's, you know, it just makes sense that I would also give it a 5-star. So I've been really, really wanting to read this one. And then we have on the right emojis an island, a little like X emoji, and then a couple. And that one is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I really love Carly Fortune's writing. I loved Every Summer After. Her second book was like okay, but I, again, loved her writing. This one people have really enjoyed, so I'm super excited about it. And honestly, I didn't know what emojis to put. All I know is that it takes place on Prince Edward Island. It's this girl's best friend's brother, but it's like a no-go kind of situation, so that's why I put the X. But I don't know. This was hard to come up with emojis for. So both of those, let's see which one won. This Summer Will Be Different got 34%, and then The 7-Year Slip got 66%. So we will be reading The 7-Year Slip in July. Okay, so our next post, I wanted to do like a thriller kind of head-to-head. So on the left, we have a Ferris wheel, a knife, and a drop of blood, and that is Joyland by Stephen King. This book has been on my radar for quite some time. My uncle gave it to me to kind of get into Stephen King, like his lighter stuff versus kind of the darker end of his genre. So this is about a guy who ends up doing a summer job at Joyland, which is a carnival, and then there's a murder. And I don't know, like, the premise of this book is so intriguing to me, and then obviously every summer I go to like a carnival, and I just think this is going to be so fun. And then on the right side, the emojis that I picked was a girl, like just a girly pop, again, like the magnifying glass for like sleuthing, and then a drop of blood, and that was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This book has it has been on my TBR for years, and now that the show is coming out August 1st on Netflix, I'm like, girl, you need to read this book. You need to get it done. So that is on the right side. So let's see who won. The results are left side, Joyland got 70%, and then right side, Good Girl's Guide to Murder got 30%. So we will be reading none other than Joyland this July. So for our last post, I wanted to do an Emily Henry like head-to-head as well. So on the left side, we have a beach umbrella, someone writing, and then an open book, and that is for Beach Read. I really want to do a reread of Beach Read this summer. It's one of my favorites. Like, it is my favorite actually, by Emily Henry, and it's been a long time since I've read it, like over 2 years ago, and I'm like, I need to read about Gus again. I love Gus and I miss him, and I need to experience this like another time, okay? And I want to annotate it a lot this time because I don't think I annotated this the first time I read it. I think it was like when I was first getting into reading, so I definitely want to read this and annotate it. And then we have on the right side a ring, like a wedding ring emoji, a lemon, and then just like fearless, you know, that. And that is Funny Story by Emily Henry, her most recent release. I did the wedding, every time I say wedding ring, it's always like, it doesn't sound great. So ignore that. I did the wedding ring because this book is about, I think it's the girl that's going to get married, but then he ends up breaking that engagement for someone else, and the two exes kind of start living together. And then I put, what did I put? Oh, a lemon. I put a lemon because the side of the spine is just all lemons. So I was like, okay, I have to do that. And then I put the heart to just symbolize that it was a romance. So let's see which book won. We had Beach Read at 30%, and then we had Funny Story at 70%. So we're gonna be reading Funny Story this July. This video was so much fun to make, and all of these books I do want to get to eventually, but the books that Instagram picked for me was Funny Story by Emily Henry, Joyland by Stephen King, The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and then it was 50-50 for Ali Hazelwood's Head and Head of Not in Love and Bride. So I'm gonna put them both on the TBR, and whichever one I'm in the mood for, I will pick up. So I'm so excited. This is such a good TBR. Like, will I finish this TBR? My pool at my apartment is finally open after they took forever to fix like whatever they found at the inspection, and I can't wait to like just get into these summery reads, and like I'm so excited. Like, this is a great lineup. Like, are you kidding? This is amazing. So thank you all who participated, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to follow me. I will put it down below, and I think I might do a video of reading like my most anticipated 5-star reads, which a lot of these fit the category of that. So I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.